In the starting scene, a mother is shown listening to the radio while operating a vehicle. She deliberately parks her car in the center of the railway tracks. She has unintentionally put her son in danger. In the scenario that follows, a girl has left her infant to perish. Carly is her name. Both of their siblings still reside with their parents. The people in the neighborhood where they live nurture their children. Spend time with them and be at their side constantly. Carly's parents were addicted to television. The news of the car striking the railway broke at the same time. There was a baby in that car too. This family didn't appear to care because they were too busy talking. Carly's mum tells her that they have to go to the hospital today. It's your aunt's due date for childbirth. Carly, though, didn't appear to care that the baby was in the hospital. Carly's brother is on the opposite side, not going to school. He hates going to school and has no desire to learn. Despite his naughty nature, his father still loves him. However, Carly and a buddy are spotted in class at the school. She finds out that a girl's parents have come to take her up when her friend's phone rings. When the bell rings, parents show up to pick up their kids. The instructor is clueless about what is happening, and it keeps happening. Numerous vehicles are en route to different schools, and the police are positioned outside. Most likely, it will be used to transfer pupils between different schools. They are heading to the place where their parents have come to take them up when Carly and her companion spot a bunch of students. There are some barriers erected. At the same school, fences divide the parents waiting for their kids. The cops are not letting them go through the barricade. A youngster is seen racing in the direction of his waiting parents. Neither his professors nor the cops let him pass through the barricade. Still, he keeps trying to reach out to them. The most horrifying thing occurs: his mother uses the key to assault him and eventually murder him. Furthermore, every parent was in the same circumstance. And since there were so many of them, the situation outdoors grew dire. They are able to enroll in school as a result. Now that they have seen their parents kill their own kids, all of the kids are running away. Security at the school was also trying to rescue them. Carly and her companion, however, were content, so they can't be hurt. That our parents may have murdered us, so it's a good thing they didn't turn up. After attempting tests, Carly's friend finds that his parents have not yet arrived. When he gets home, he discovers that his father's seat is gone, suggesting that he is not there. The home was also in disrepair, which suggested that something had happened. When he sees the broken things, he starts to reassemble them. Meanwhile, he notices someone nearby, who happens to be his father. He strikes him while brandishing a glass bottle. He slides it to sharpen it and wields it against his son. When Carly's buddy attempts to run away, his father follows him. His realization dawns on him abruptly, and he puts the glass bottle around his neck, so as to assault him. The youngster is unhappy since he can't watch his father way. He wants to help, but because he doesn't understand, he is unsure of how to go. On the other side was Carly's mother, in tears, because her misbehaving daughter ignores her. However, she gets a call from her sister telling her that she gave birth to a child. Carly is on the other side with her friend. They succeed in leaving school and make their way to Carly's friend's place. Carly was waiting for her companion while she sat in front of the TV. She arrives late and immediately senses something is off. As she starts looking for her, she quickly learns that her buddy was killed by her own mother. As Carly's mother gets to the hospital, she learns that a group is using chemicals to abuse parents, especially those who love their kids. One of the adverse effects of this medication is that they are murdering their own kids. She finds out that her sister has just given birth as she walks into the room. The adorable youngster has arrived. She observes that Carly's aunt is really happy, and she also observes that the baby is really content. When she gives him a hug, the love causes the chemical to activate. And she gives him such a tight embrace that the youngster stops breathing. Having gotten the news earlier, Carly's mother tries to remove the baby as well. The physicians also attempt to take the kid. However, she is holding onto him tightly and won't let go. Conversely, Carly's mother makes an effort and finally takes the child. Later on, Carly's aunt makes an attempt to murder him by attacking him with the cutter. However, Carly's mother comes to the baby's aid. Conversely, Carly discovers that her friend's mother had killed her. Terrified, she flees the scene and sees other bizarre incidents en route, including a father killing his son. She sees, horrified, that she likes the lad who has passed her with the bat of a baseball. They were discussing how Carly's mother doesn't show her any affection. Additionally, their relationship isn't strong enough for this chemical to affect them, and she doesn't love her. Additionally, Carly's parents, who adore her little brother, have made the decision to go back home in order to save him, putting his life in jeopardy. However, Carly's father is spotted at the office, seeming worn out. Everything appears blurry to him, which is typical of a preoccupied person. This suggests that the person will be affected by the chemical. Conversely, he was yelling loudly and Carly's mother was phoning him non-stop. She feared that he would kill her son. Because everything is conceivable in the current situation. Conversely, a nurse pays Carly's mother a visit. She tells me that this baby is too young and has to be kept in the hospital. However, Carly's mother refuses to give her. The nurse said your sister's blood had the same chemical. But we will store him in a safe place. The child is brought to the hospital and put in a safe room. Many more kids were there, but the atmosphere outside the chamber was horrifying. The parents' spectral-like stares were fixed on their offspring. Since Carly wanted to return home as quickly as possible, her mother was worried. Since her husband was bonded to her kid, he was unable to murder him. However, since Carly and her partner had already come, there was no reason to worry. When she gets home, they notice the maid after she sees her. She refuses my offer of lunch and instead requests to know my younger brother's location. When Carly notices blood on the broom, she understands what has occurred. The maid also killed her daughter since she wasn't there. She becomes terrified and requests that the maid leave the house straight now. Heading upstairs, she searches for her brother. She sees him, scared, cowering beneath the bed. He tells Carly that he is safe when she asks whether he is. I am scared when I see the maid killing her daughter. And since I'm afraid, I've come here to hide. That's it, Carly says. You've performed admirably. We're in danger, so come to me right now, and we'll journey together. Now that Carly's dad has shown here, they don't know what to do. Carly's friend chooses to go off course and see her father. They may thus run away, and he might follow them. On the opposite side, Carly's father begins shouting at him, and the two get into a heated argument. Fearful, Carly's brother asks his father for assistance. He has no idea what is going on right now. When Carly's father threatens to kill him, your child steps in to intervene. The child is pushed by Carly's father, who then begins running after his children. In addition, the children were evading their father. They have an opportunity to save him and carry him to safety in the basement when his feet fall off a toy automobile. Carly's mother, on the other hand, was rushing to get home because she was worried. She witnesses a mother throwing her son in front of her car, intending to murder him, but Carly's mother intervenes to save him. She notices changes in herself and witnesses her spouse pass out. She joins her spouse as the drug is taking its effect. They want to take their kids out of the basement as soon as her husband gets up. Carly's mother gently encourages them, "Come out, I am fine and unaffected by the medicine," warning them that they will murder them later. "I won't hurt you since I haven't been honest with you since I was a youngster. Come on out," but Carly replies, "Mom, we're sorry, we just can't." When Carly's father hears this, he starts to rant and disparage his kids because his father was also outdoors. Then, wielding a knife, they start to smash the door down with a drill machine. But the door was impenetrably sturdy and unbreakable. His father intends to kill them with the rifle he had hidden. Luckily, the firearm has already been removed by his son. He pulls the trigger, striking Carly's mother's hand. As he is bandaging Carly, Carly's father gets hurt. He makes the decision to let a hazardous gas into the space in order to get them out. To prevent their kids from breathing, they pump the deadly gas into the space. In the next scene, Carly's mother sees Carly's fingertips. While she attempts to cut, Carly pushes her away. Staying outdoors, the parents listen for their kids' screams. The deadly gas will take their lives. They hope that because of the storage, children will not perish as they have not yet. The gas might kill them for the whole night. We eventually discover that the gas is beginning to have an impact. Carly was scared, but she was scared for her brother, whose face was flushed. Carly was disturbed as she inhaled. She was successful in her search for a ventilator. Not only may they let off the gas, but they can also escape the area. In order to save them from being terrified later, Carly decides to murder their parents before they depart. She chooses to fasten it to the door with a matchstick. Her parents will come in when they step out of the ventilation system. The friction would cause a matchstick to burn. The fire will cause the entire room to catch fire. Her parents will both pass away as a result. They cough as they leave the ventilation system. In order for their parents to hear them and finally visit them. Their parents show up on schedule and with excitement. The gas causes the matchstick to catch friction with the door and burst. Consequently, there's a huge explosion and Carly's dad is tossed away. After Carly takes her brother to the roof, her mother also passes out. She thinks it's safe to go downstairs after hearing a bang and thinking her parents have passed out. But as she goes down the stairs, Carly's mother comes to her senses. She starts to come after her. When Carly's mother shows over, Carly hides in a room and attacks her. Afterwards, Carly's buddy who had fainted awakens. Carly enlists a friend's assistance to conceal her mother in the closet. Unaware that she's acting, they later find her attacking them with a broken hanger. The companion of Carly gets hit in the face by this broken hanger. His face gets injured and starts to bleed heavily as a result. During this period, Carly and her brother make an attempt to escape. But their father, too, had acquired senses, so they were encircled by their parents. Just before they kill them, the doorbell rings. It was found that Carly's grandparents had arrived today. His parents, who obviously loved him, were the ones who unlocked the door. The grandma of Carly showers her son. Conversely, Carly's grandfather smacks him with a knife. Carly's dad was after his son too. Everyone was trying to get the other one. Moreover, Carly's brother. He runs into his father's car and hides after being afraid. Her mother was smothering Carly, so she ran outdoors. Conversely, her grandfather steps in to save her. Sitting in his automobile, Carly's father also collides with his mother and father. This leads to the death of Carly's grandfather. Carly's parents were going to kill their kids again. Once again, Carly's pal shows up to rescue the day. His attack causes Carly's mother to pass out. The kids have all locked their parents in the basement, as the next scene makes clear. Carly's parents were begging to be allowed to go. The children burst into tears and remain silent. Because it seems like their parents, not their kids, are the ones who killed them. They are left with no other choice. They regret not repaying their parents for not paying them back when they were well. It indicates that they were unloving and unheard. Carly's parents tell their kids, they love them, but sometimes they teased them enough that we thought to take their life, when they saw them in tears. But since they love them, they are unable to do this. The same is due to the kids who continue to act rudely towards their parents. And the movie ends. Subscribe for more videos like this. Turn on notifications and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.